grid. My mistake. This is the one we want, and we want 4. And the one that we want to use is going to be this one here. So we're going to insert that grid right there. And once you have that grid in there, we're going to need to select all of them. So you're going to want to select all of it like this. And we're going to need to make it a little bit smaller so it fits inside our slide better. And we're going to move it just like that. Once you have this, then I'm going to go ahead and place in the amounts. So the first item that we're going to have is going to be this amount, such as 84.1. And to change that percent, or to change that size, all we need to do is to double click like I just did there on it. And we're going to make this our Georgia. And we're going to bring this size down to a 30 as well. We're going to double click on the next one. We're going to make that one 14. And also we're going to make that one Georgia. And we want this one to be 30 as well. We want to get that percent sign in there too. So if you didn't get the percent sign in like I didn't, you want to make sure that you do. Sometimes these can be a little tricky. And we're going to make that into our Georgia, including our percent sign. I think I got it all this time. And Georgia. So you should have all of those in just like that. And if you get one that's kind of falling down a little bit, you're going to want to bring it up a little bit, like my 36. And just get your mouse over a little bit like that, and then it will come up. Just like so. The next item we're going to do is click down here. We're going to delete all of this stuff down here. So go ahead and delete all these items in this box and then come back. Alright, by now at this point you were able to go in and delete the stuff in there from those two boxes, leaving the box in there like I have right now. Now if you come down here, you can do the same thing. You just highlight, you know, the item that's in there, and I sometimes go and start right here and then bring it down because I just find like it's easier. And then I just press delete. And in your case, you might not have a delete key, so hit backspace, and that'll work just the same. And then do the same thing for these. Sometimes you'll see where there might be a little bit more left. I'm going to leave the one bullet because it'll just help it me out in the beginning when I start doing this and placing in my items. If I have the bullet in there already, the area will already be ready to go with bullets, and I won't have to go and place bullets in there. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and put in what these items are going to be in here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that now. Number 84.1, that one is going to be the Hershey Park. So we're going to put Hershey Park in there. The next one over here, we're going to type in SeaWorld. And we're going to make sure we put Orlando on there because there's a couple different places. The next one here, we're going to type in that silver dollar. And lastly, we'll type in the Knoebel. And then once you have those, we're going to slide down here and we're going to put in what makes them unique. So I'm going to show you one, and then you guys can go ahead and put the rest in with the video. Alright, some of the things that make Hershey Park stand out is that they have the tallest ride. 121 feet. The next item that they have is more than 70 rides. Longest hyper coaster, and then the last one, fee to get in. So it costs to get into this park. That is one thing that we want to make sure that we have on there, because that's going to drive the sales up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these, and then I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll play it and I'll let you guys put those in. Coming back to show you what those other items are, and they are very hard to see, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys, and hopefully you guys can see those better now. But these are the items that we're going to go ahead and place in. So I think one of the things that stood out for Hershey Park, and we're seeing it here, is that they have a lot of rides, and they also charge to get in. So that is going to give them more money than some of the other parks, such as the one at the end, which is the Knoebels. And that one is where it's free to get in, but they charge for each ride. Alright, so for the next item that we're going to look at, and what you guys will do, is we are going to go and give each one of these parks their own slide, and we're going to focus on some of the items that they did through this presentation that we just presented with these diagrams. So let's look at slide 5.